Sigma males are not as easy to spot as their alpha or beta counterparts. They're not likely to show off, and neither are they likely to pretend that they don't exist. Sigmas are just happy being alone and doing their own thing. Sigmas can be a range of things, but there are some common traits that most Sigmas seem to possess, including things like good leadership, loving freedom, being a bit of a rebel, and having a curious and inquisitive mind, amongst many others. In today's video, we present 7 famous men who are or were considered to be Sigma males. Starting off on our list at number 7 is Steve Jobs. We all know who he was. Co-founder of Apple and an extremely intelligent and charismatic pioneer in the personal computer era. Famous for launching some of the most popular and innovative products to date, including the iPhone, iPod, and iMac, not only was Steve Jobs known for his brilliance and visionary leadership, but also for his free spirit, determination, and creativity. Just like Steve, many Sigma males are technologically minded and incredibly creative. In fact, you'll find that technology is one of the most Sigma male-dominated industries there is. Some of these tech pros might make a lot of money, but being Sigma males, this isn't actually one of their goals. Their main priority is being able to utilize their creativity. Number 6. Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci, the Italian painter who famously painted the Mona Lisa, was a draftsman, sculptor, architect, and engineer, and was also known to be a Sigma male personality type. His incredible skill and intelligence set him apart from others of his time, and his personal notebooks reveal his inquisitive mind of scientific inquiry, as well as mechanical innovations which were centuries ahead of the ideas and innovations of the day. He made some of the greatest discoveries in many areas, including science, music, anatomy, and astrology, and if you look at some of his inventions, you'll see that these were almost unimaginable in his time. Number 5. Giacomo Casanova. Giacomo Casanova is one of the best examples of a Sigma male there is. He was an 18th century Italian writer known for his thirst for adventure and managed to obtain a university education by the young age of 17, despite growing up in poverty. True to Sigma form, Casanova constantly challenged the authority figures of his time and switched professions 4 times in his life. When his church career began as a scribe to a cardinal, he even asked for permission to read forbidden books, eat fish, and write love letters to another cardinal, which, unsurprisingly, ended that career. Not only did Casanova contribute greatly to the academia and history, but was famously very lucky with the ladies and was considered somewhat of a ladies' man. Still to this day, we use his name, Casanova, to describe men who, like Casanova himself, engage in a number of romantic encounters. We can assume that his successful love life can be attributed to having Sigma male traits. Number 4. James Dean. The famous American actor James Dean is another prime example of a Sigma male. He grew up in the 1940s and 50s and famously challenged the expectations of what society in those decades expected of a young man. With his good looks, charisma, and an essence of traditional masculine energy, James Dean could have easily become an alpha male. He fit the stereotype. But instead, he became a Sigma male, a figure of rebellion despite being an exceptional student of many talents when he was at school. Not only was he an actor, but he influenced the booming rock and roll scene by imprinting ideas of youth identity and rebellion onto the American population. Number 3. Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson is one of the most notable modern equivalent Sigma males to James Dean. Just like James, he too is considered a bit of a heartthrob. He found his success initially through the Twilight movie series and had scores of female admirers hanging on his every word. In recent years, Robert has turned his attention to more liberal, artistic projects. One of the things that makes Robert Pattinson so successful as a Sigma male is that he has played movie roles in which he wasn't afraid to make himself look weird or even stupid. Remember, a Sigma male lifestyle consists of doing things their own way without worrying about what they look like to others, or about how it will affect their status or fame, and that's part of what made James Dean so successful. Number 2. Harry Styles. Just like Robert Pattinson, Harry Styles also started out his career admired by millions of teenage girls. He initially found his success with boy band One Direction and quickly rose to fame as the most popular boy of the group. He is incredibly good looking with boyish features, charming, charismatic, and has a great voice, which is what first catapulted him into the limelight. And if you look at how he's evolved throughout the years, you'll see he has branched out artistically while managing his fame and influence. And in most recent times, he's even been spotted experimenting with feminine fashion. He doesn't care what people think of him, he's true to himself and his craft, and that's a big part of what makes a Sigma male tick. Number 1. David Bowie. Recognized as one of the most iconic Sigma males in pop culture, David Bowie was a British songwriter and performer with a career spanning 50 years. Throughout this time, he never accepted the idea of the alpha male and traditional masculinity, nor the submissiveness of the beta male, preferring instead to rock the boat and experiment with combining radical music expression with an exuberant sense of fashion, doing it all his own way. This was a man who truly didn't care what anyone else thought of him, and this is what made him open to experimentation in every area of his life, along with his refusal to fit into any of society's boxes or to conform to the norm. This is what helped him on the path to becoming one of the most successful artists of all time. Thanks for watching today's video. We hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll catch you in another video soon.